Guys, I get like nervous making these videos. Ain't nobody even in here. What up guys, it's your girl Liv, aka Ofleek, and today we're gonna do a tutorial on how to do these fleeky eyebrows. So definitely keep on watching. Make sure you like and subscribe and comment below, and don't forget to hit that bell button because I got a lot of videos coming your way and you don't want to miss out. So keep on watching. Okay, so like I said, I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys how I do my brows. This is an updated version, so ignore the last video that I made. So yes, we're gonna get started. I am going to do my routine a lot more simple. Before I used to use my brow wiz, but I really don't use that anymore. I think the brow wiz is more for like if you're going for a more natural looking brow, which I can also show you guys how to do. But today I'm just gonna go for my infamous Instagram baddie Ofleek fleeky eyebrows. That's what we're gonna do today. And I am also going to chit chat with you guys because a girl needs to vent. Like, I had a crazy week, and not even just a crazy week because today's Friday. I probably will post this next week on Saturday, so just to give you guys a time frame. But yeah, like this has been a crazy year, like a crazy year. I'm just gonna go ahead and clean up my brows and just talk with you guys because listen, sis, this year has been just wow. Like, I would say almost like it's very historical, very, like I can't believe I'm living through this. So I'm just gonna, just aside our conversation, I'm just gonna take a tweezers. You can go to any store, any drugstore to grab tweezers. It doesn't matter which one, just make sure they're sharp. You don't want those cheap ones. The cheap looking ones are really like to hold eyelashes and to put on eyelashes, but these are pretty. Where are these from? This is Beauty 360, and I probably got this from Target or a drugstore. Probably got this from CVS, not gonna lie. But this is what I'm gonna use to clean up my brows, and this is generally what I've been doing because we've been in a quarantine. Normally, I would get like my brows threaded. I've been getting my brows threaded probably since I was what, 15, 16, and you just don't want a bunch of hairs all over the place when you do your brows. They have to be clean. You don't want no unibrow. So yes, about this whole year has been hectic, and I just want to acknowledge, like, I've been posting on my social media like crazy about these matters because it's literally ridiculous how it's 2020 and we are still fighting racism. Like, what? Why are we still fighting racism? What is the issue? Why is it an argument? It's wrong. And I hate that the color of my skin and people who are darker than me, like, why is this even a political thing? Like, it just bothers me, like some businesses saying like, oh, if you're involved in this and blah, say blah, like, don't talk about politics. Like, this is not a political standpoint. This is a human race standpoint. This is rights. This is values. This is morality. Like, what is wrong with people? I just cannot see myself like discriminating against anyone because of their color, their skin, their sexual orientation. Like, I cannot. It's disgusting. And like, after watching that video with George Floyd, obviously if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, I'm sure you guys know what I'm talking about because it's all over the news. It's everywhere. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about by now, you're gonna know today, because watching that video, like, I try not to watch stuff like that, but because I don't want to get myself desensitized. We should not be desensitized to things like that, and I feel like a lot of people are becoming that way. But when I seen that video, it just sparked anger out of me. It sparked like, oh my God, this is not a movie. This is an actual human being passing away before my eyes. And I'm just like, what? Like, no. I am just so happy the way America, the way all the other countries had this humongous, great uproar. And I just completely applaud everybody who genuinely is involved. And just like, it's just really hard to tell who's being genuine, who's not, and who's not trying to lose business, because a lot of companies are like, we stand with you, we support you, we're fighting with you, blah, blah, blah. I don't even know, like, half the stuff in my closet, they probably don't even support this cause, like designer, and like, where do we draw the line of like supporting these like companies? And just, it's just, I don't know, like, I cannot. And I just wanted to say, like, and then when it comes to other people involved in like police brutality and just being treated unfair by different races, like, it just really makes me sad. It really makes me sad, because it's 2020. Why are we still even going through this? And like, Breonna Taylor, okay, can we like really acknowledge her case too? Because who just comes up into somebody's house and shoots, what they said, 7, 8 times to be shot in you're laying in your bed? Was she, correct me if I'm wrong, was she laying in her bed asleep? No. Then there's like we could go as far as back as Trayvon Martin. We could talk about Philando Castile. We have Tamir Rice. There's so many different stories. Anyways, let's do some brows. So I use this, let's see, all the stuff from Anastasia Beverly Hills is kind of wiped off. This is not the, I'll have to link this brush below, because I will tell you guys the wrong, yeah, see, I was going to tell you guys the highlighter brush, but this is not the highlighter brush. So this is the brush from Anastasia Beverly Hills. This is a very good brush. I love this brush. This is my new go-to. It's thin. I like how thin it is. I already put some product on here. Just make sure it's clean. Make sure your spoolie is clean. This helps brush up your brow. So we're just gonna brush up the brow. So today we're gonna be using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow Pomade. I've been using this for years, like years. Once I found this, because I used to use powders. Once I found this and learned how to do this, this has been everything. So this one is in Ebony. That's what it looks like. So what are you gonna do? You're gonna take some of the product, just a little bit, and I kind of wipe it against the rim just to take some of that product off. Now, mind you, this has majority of the product on this first little application. So you want to kind of start in this area and kind of stencil out your brow. Once you stencil out your brow, you can pretty much go like as thick as you want to, but you want to start as little as you go. So, like I said, we're gonna start here. And I do the bottom first. And I kind of just go with it like that. Then I go into the beginning of my brow and draw a line there. And go along again. And I just keep on going. Now if you see, like, see right here, it's a little thicker, and I'm gonna fix that. You can also fix that with concealer if you don't want it to go down that far, but yes. So we're just gonna keep on going. So I'm gonna take some more of the product, and then I'm gonna work on the top. And again, start off in an area where you can easily move the product into the brow versus doing it in the beginning. You do not want it to be dark up here. You want to have that faded out look. So just hold on a second before you mess with that area. You want that taper look. That's what the Instagram baddie look. I think that's really with all brows, to be honest. It's like looking at my brow, my other brow video, I'm like, girl, why are you taking so long? But sometimes you take like a little longer than normal. If you have to spend 30 minutes on your brow, spend 30 minutes on your brows, because your brows is what makes your face in all actuality. Don't let no one tell you any different. And also, brows are not twins, they are sisters. You can try your best to make them look alike, but sometimes they don't come alike. I mean, sometimes they don't become alike, so it's whatever. Sorry guys, I get like nervous making these videos. Ain't nobody even in here. And then I kind of fill it in a little bit just to get some of that other product off the brush. And then I move into here. So this is when I just create this light line here. I need to add a little bit more down here because I see where my hairs start. You want to create that line where your hairs begin. You do. So then in this part, I kind of brush some of that excess product into the brow. Just want to keep brushing just so you can give the natural brow look in a sense, and just taking off some of that product. Okay, so boom. Now we're gonna clean up the brow. I am going to clean up my brow using the MAC 212 brush. I love this brush. Like I said in my last video, you guys need this brush. And then I'm using Fenty Beauty's concealer. This is in 300, same one as Rihanna uses. This, usually you want this brush to be clean, but since I've been doing my makeup all week, do not mind that. And I just take some of that product. Now again, you kind of want to apply that same rule of thumb that you did with your dip brow. I'm going to close my dip brow. Make sure you guys close these because they do get dried out. And you do not want dried out product. So I pretty much start around this area, around where my arch is, and then I move into here, into the beginning of my brow. Okay, so now I'm going to take this Morphe M441 brush. This is just a blending brush, and I'm just gonna blend out that concealer. Just like that. And you just also want to keep it more pigmented here. You don't want to blend that out too much because you want to keep that light just to get that effect, that like highlight look. My brows. But anyways, I also wanted to talk about healing from a breakup, because like I said, I'm in the process of doing so, healing from a breakup and everything. So I want to say that when you're going through a breakup, you're going to go through a series of things. You're gonna be sad, mad, happy, you're gonna go through the emotions, okay? Just allow yourself to go through the motions, and don't let nobody discredit your relationship, the amount of time. It's about what you invested. It's about where your heart was with this person. And then the circumstances. You always got to look at the circumstances and how attached you was to the person. Never let nobody like judge you or tell you like you're dumb, okay? Take advice. I will say take advice. A lot of the times as girls now, and I see this all the time, like with my friends, like we tend to ignore each other's advice, and I think that's kind of like not the best thing to do. I feel like listen and probably take bits and pieces of advice, because I definitely say like take some advice. You don't have to take all advice, but take some advice, because your friends and people that love you and people that care about you are going to come to you when they notice toxic things are happening to you. You may not even be in a toxic relationship, but I'm just gonna speak for being in a toxic relationship. Like, if you find yourself crying all the time, if you find yourself being accused all the time, if you're going back and forth all the time about situations, if you just have a gut feeling that your relationship might be toxic, it more than likely is toxic. If that person is not letting you be around your friends, if you can't do certain things, wear certain things, and there's just being mad controlling, you're in a toxic relationship and you need to get out. That's just my opinion. That's what I've been through. And just, you know, just get out, sis, the best way you can. Whatever you got to do, get out. Okay, so the first part of healing from any type of relationship, it doesn't even have to be toxic. You need to completely disconnect yourself from the person. You have to do this. You have to do this in order for everything else to go into play. And I know it's hard because you want to go on their Instagram and you want to look about like what they're doing, if they're talking about you, yada yada yada, but that stuff does not even matter. Do this for you, and I promise you this works. And this is exactly what I had to do. I had to completely cut myself out of that situation. You have to like block their number, even change your number if you have to. Don't go on their social media, sis. Stay off their social media. Don't go on their Instagram. Don't go on their Twitter. Don't go on their Facebook, Snapchat, whatever they got. Don't go on it. Completely disconnect yourself, because all you're going to do is keep yourself attached to that person, and you do not want that. You also just want to be able to clear your mind and your headspace. At this time, this is the time where you need to really reflect on what happened, how you're going to learn from the situation, and what are you going to look for in a new person whenever you do heal and you want to get into a new relationship, because you don't want to carry on old relationship scars. You're gonna have those scars, but you don't want them to be open wounds, basically. So completely disconnect yourself. And in my situation, I had to disconnect myself because that person lies about everything. They make posts and it be complete lies. And I found myself like, I would get frustrated. Like, of course, in the first week, I'm just like, oh, like, I bet he's talking about me, da 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 da. But after a while, I'm just like, not even gonna go on here no more. I don't even go on this person's page anymore because it's just pointless. They lie so much. They'll tell their quote unquote side of the story and it's not even the real story. So what is the point? You just gotta completely just go no contact with somebody with like that. Just disconnect yourself. I promise you it'll work. Okay, number 2, like I said in the beginning, you have to go through the motions. Do not be in denial with yourself. Keep it all the way a buck. Keep it 100. Keep it real with yourself. Do not like lie to your friends and make it seem like, oh, you're over this person or you're not talking to this person. Even if you have a relapse, don't self-shame yourself. Who cares? Continue on moving through those motions and do better the next time. Don't keep on taking 10 steps forward and then 1,000 steps back. Don't do that to yourself. Keep moving forward. Allow yourself to go through the emotions. Allow yourself go through the motions. But don't sulk. I always say don't sulk because you're going to regret when you find yourself just looking back and you realize how much time you wasted just being sad and being depressed and crying all the time, and realizing once you get out of that depression, you'll realize that what was I even crying for? This person doesn't deserve you. Like, realize your worth. That's the part of letting yourself go through the emotions, is realizing that you're worth way more than being cheated on, being disrespected and talked to in a disrespectful manner. Just go through the emotions. And then I'm gonna keep this short because I really don't feel like it's super, like there's 10 steps into healing and like healing from a relationship. I feel like you have to really just be straight to the point. I don't know, I'm just straight to the point kind of person. I feel like there's not 10 steps into healing. There's probably like maybe 5, but I'm just gonna shorten them to like 3. So number 3, and this is the fun part. Boss up, sis. Boss the fuck up, okay? Do what you have to do to make yourself happy. And I'm not talking about going out and drinking and getting drunk all the time, trying to hide your pain and numb your pain. Don't do drugs. Don't sleep with a bunch of men. You know, if you want to do that, if that's what you normally do, do it. But I would say don't do things that is out of character. Keep yourself in character because you don't want to lose yourself. Okay, you probably already lost yourself in this toxic relationship, in this relationship that wasn't working out, whatever the case may be. Just let yourself be who you are. Do things that you enjoy. Pick up a new hobby. Like, this is what I was telling my one friend, like, find things that you like. If you want to work out and you want to like get your body snatched, that's perfect. You can spend a lot of time doing that and you're going to look good and feel good. When you look good, you feel good. So when you do that, you're going to feel great and you're going to just be like, oh, boom. And you start snapping pics on Instagram and you looking good. And then he going to be trying to come back. Trust and believe, and they always come back. They don't always come back for the right intention. So don't be like misled by them coming back and thinking that they miss you, yada, yada, yada. This is your opportunity. This is when you have the ball in your court. Don't even bother. Like, don't answer their calls. Girl, listen, that relationship was nothing, okay? That relationship was horrible. You was stressing out. You was probably losing weight or gaining weight. Your hair was falling out, everything. Let that person go. You're going to have days where you're like gonna be happy and having fun, and then you're gonna have days where they're sad and you're gonna be thinking about them. You're gonna miss them like crazy. But like I said, go through those motions in your bossing up phase, okay? The bossing up and in your going through your motions are like intertwined, okay? But also in the bossing up, you can start that business, sis. You can apply for that new job. You can make more money. Focusing on money definitely will help you get over a breakup for sure. Meeting new people. Go on dates. You don't have to be like exclusive with anybody. You definitely don't have to have sex with anybody. Just have fun. Let yourself feel good. Go on a date. Get dressed up. I would say like things that I did during the breakup, like sometimes if you're in bed and you want to start sulking, if you feel yourself sulking, my friend told me like, you know, get up and do, you know, morning routine. So go take a shower, wash your face, brush your teeth, eat something good, you know, watch TV series. I always watch TV series. That takes my mind off of a lot. That's my number one thing that I like to do. Doing makeup will take your mind off of things. Reading a nice book, things like that. So boss the fuck up. Take them pics, sis. Do everything that you could not do in your relationship, because sometimes relationships kind of like put a hold on your grind. Sometimes relationships put a hold on you taking that trip. That's another thing. Take that trip, sis. Go on a girls trip. I'm about to go on a girls trip. I cannot wait. This is the first trip I've been on since like I've been single. The first trip I've been on single is coming up in 3 weeks. I am excited. I am going to be so free. Y'all just don't even know. I'm better at this point. Find somebody that is healthy for you, that is going to make you happy. And that is my message. So I'm just going to finish up this brow. And yeah, we're just going to do the end. So, boom, boom, boom. Okay guys, so I finished up my makeup. I just did like concealer and some bronzer, threw on a little blush and some highlight, you know, just a little bit, kind of need a little more highlight. So yes, I just kept it real simple. Eyebrows on fleek, cause you know, Miss Ofleek. So my friends are coming over, we're gonna drink, we're gonna sit by the poolside, enjoy the rest of the day. And I really hope you guys enjoy this mini eyebrow tutorial that's updated. It's very straight to the point, unlike my other video, but you guys can watch that video too, because sometimes I do my brows like that, not so much of the messing up part. yeah, I gotta really like look in that video. I hate watching myself sometimes. But anyways, I really hope you guys are staying safe and that you guys are protesting or donating or spreading awareness, whatever. I hope you guys are doing your part. Please, please, I highly encourage you guys, because this is such an important matter. A lot of people have lost their lives. Black people have lost their lives to police brutality. Rest in peace to all of them. And I really hope you guys enjoy learning how to get over a breakup. I hope you guys take my advice, if not all, because it works. It definitely works. I am a product of that working. So I really hope you guys come back and join me for more tutorials. Until next time, bye guys.